Aloha everybody, it is I, the Great Clement. Welcome to the extra video of Sonic Riders. So as I said before, there's more to this game than just the story mode. You can go into free race and go to other courses that were not actually in story mode, such as the Digital Dimension and the Sega Carnival, and those are the races I am going to be showing off. We've already seen the Babylon Guardian beaten by both Sonic and Eggman, so no need to show that off again. But here are all your playable characters. Amy Rose is a speed type. You got Dr. Eggman, of course, who is a power type. Cream the Rabbit is a flying type. You have Rouge the Bat, also a flying type. Shadow the Hedgehog, a speed. Knights, Ai, and Oolala are special guest Sega characters that are also in this game. Knights being a flying, Ai being a power, Oolala being a speed, and you can unlock them by doing all the various missions that this game has to offer. This extra video is going to be focusing on the extra races that I haven't raced yet, so we'll just be paying attention to that. First up, Digital Dimension with Shadow. So Shadow's pretty awesome because his default gear isn't even an airboard. His default vehicle are the Darkness jet skates. And the great thing about the Darkness jet skates is that any racer, aside from E10000 Red, E10000 Green, and I believe Dr. Eggman, maybe Ai can't, I don't know who else can't, but I know that at least the robots and Dr. Eggman cannot. But any racer in the game can wear Shadow's Darkness jet blades and ride around in them. And I actually love the Darkness jet blades because they don't really consume all that much air when you do a boost. And in Shadow's case, he seems to have like one of the best boost attacks in the game, if only because it feels like it lasts longer than other boosts, you know? Like Sonic's boost, when he does the whole spin dash thing, that lasts pretty long, but when Shadow's doing his little chaos voodoo magic shit whenever he's boosting, it seems to last for quite a long time, and you know, as long as that power-up's happening on screen, he's boosting. And he doesn't burn that much air because, you know, the Darkness jet skates just don't burn that much air at all, so, you know. I really love the Darkness jet skates, I really do, what can I say? Other than that, there are actually lots of vehicles that all of the racers can ride in. They have their default, like, regular board, but they also have all these other boards that you can buy in the shop. And not just boards as well, there are also other kinds of jet skates, like the Advantage S, which are blue jet skates that anyone, again, aside from the robots and Dr. Eggman, can wear, that allow any character in the game to grind, I believe. I might be wrong about that. Or it might be limited only to the speed types. I can't remember. You know, I'm not a big aficionado. I'm not here to tell you 100% facts about the boards and the gears in this game. I'm just telling you that there are tons of vehicles to buy in the shop. The problem with the buying vehicles, though, is that it's very grindy. You can only carry 100 rings per race, unless you have specific gears that let you collect more than 100, you know. And that means you can be playing a lot, I mean a lot of races before you can buy all the gears in the game that you want. I mean, you can still buy the gears that look good to you, but you know. Shadow, of course, is a speed-type character. He's holding out some kind of weird Chaos Control energy ball when he boosts. And, of course, he has a rabid fan base that will threaten you with death if you so much as say he's a bad character. Shadow the Hedgehog, the game was still bad! Bring on the hate mail! Anywho, folks, now we're at Sega Carnival. I like this level a lot. And we're playing with Cream the Rabbit, who is a flying type, and this is probably, outside of the Advanced series, the only time she's ever been fun to play. Unless you think Sonic Riders is a bad game. In that case, then no, she's still not fun to play, but you know. It's such a shame that she had such a great debut in Sonic Advance 2, and in Sonic Advance 3 she was fun to play, and then after that, she literally only has the Riders games. What else is she fun in? What else has she been playable in? Couldn't tell you. Was Cream a playable character in the Sonic the Hedgehog 4? No. Because they don't know how to make the real good sequels over there at that Sega. Anywho, why am I talking about that? I should be talking about this friggin' cameo-tastic level inspired by so many Sega franchises. I mean, I'm riding around in Crazy Taxi. The only thing missing is Offspring music. Yeah, 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 yeah! And I drive over to KFC, because that's where my client needs to go. But Sega Carnival is one of my favorite tracks in the game. It's not in story mode, but I love this place just because it's filled with colorful scenery. It has such a great soundtrack. You know, you'll see lots of cameo pieces from, like, Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, Knights, Space Channel 5, Super Monkey Ball. I mean, it's such a fantastic tribute to Sega, and it makes you wonder, like, I wonder if they ever had plans to do a Sega airboarding game outside of the Sonic Riders series. Like, literally just dedicated only to the Sega franchises. Because, you know, not every Sonic game usually has so much Sega cameo input. Like, yeah, we see Knights billboards in Sonic Adventure 2, and, you know, maybe every now and then you'll get, like, a Billy Hatcher machine gun or vacuum gun in Shadow the Hedgehog. But they never had, like, literally, you can play as Ooh La La in Sonic Riders. You can literally go to a section that is inspired by Choo Choo Rocket, you know? And, that's unique for a Sonic game. It's just a nice little tribute to Sega and its fantastic franchises. I mean, Sega isn't really comparable to the powerhouse that is Nintendo, you know? Nintendo has a lot of fucking huge blockbuster names. You got Star Fox, you got Zelda, you got Mario. But still, I've always appreciated Sega and what they've brought to the table. And, you know, Sega honestly are a great publisher even today. I mean, most of the good games I've played in the last 3 or 4 years have been Sega games. I'm not even lying. You ever play Bayonetta? That game's fucking awesome. You ever play Alpha Protocol? Got a lot of mixed reviews, but I'm telling you, Alpha Protocol is fucking awesome. Published by Sega. It's a fantastic, fantastic racetrack, if I do say so myself. And there's one more to show off, Sega Illusion. We'll be playing this with Rouge the Bat. Rouge the Bat once again sporting a new outfit. I would say that she's probably the character with the most costume changes in the series, but then I remember that Amy used to wear a green dress and brown skirt, and she's wearing something different in this game as well. So, I don't know. All the female characters constantly change their clothes, and since Sonic and friends are naked, and no one seems no one treats this as though it's really awkward. Sonic, put some clothes on, for fuck's sake, what are you doing? But, yeah, I love these levels. They're just so fun. Space Channel 5. You know, I've always wanted to do a playthrough of the Space Channel 5 series, but, like, in a way, I could never talk over Space Channel 5. It is a music rhythm game where you have to push certain buttons in the order that they tell you. It's basically Simon Says, like a Parappa the Rapper type scenario, but with lots of anime aliens and girls dancing to save the galaxy from evil dancing aliens, you know. And that series is fantastic, but I would never do an LP of it because I can't talk over that game. It would be criminal to talk over Space Channel 5. I love those fucking games to death. Those games are so fun. I mean, the second one has Michael Jackson in it. Seriously, you literally go and save Michael Jackson from some dancing aliens. And then he joins you to take out this big mecha robot thing that also dances. Space Channel 5 is awesome. Also cameoing in this racetrack, Choo Choo Rocket, a very good puzzle game that didn't get too many releases. It's been on the Dreamcast, it's been on the Game Boy Advance, but, you know, they really got to bring that stuff to Xbox Live and stuff. I mean, come on, you already got Crazy Taxi, Space Channel 5, Sonic Adventure 1, and soon 2. Sonic Adventure 2 is coming to Xbox Live soon, can't wait for that. Why can't you get Choo Choo Rocket? That's a fun puzzle game. You gotta, like, flip all these platforms so all the mice get off into the rockets and blast off, and you gotta make sure they don't get eaten by the giant cats. It's fantastic. Oh yeah, and Knights is coming to Xbox Live as well. Knights is coming to Xbox Live, the Saturn version. The original. I believe you can even go back to the old Saturn graphics, or at least unlock that as well. Sega, you're awesome. You're bringing all your good titles to Xbox Live. I appreciate that. Anyway, Rouge the Bat's a flying type. Her board isn't really special from other boards, but, you know, Rouge is in the game, hooray. Again, this extra video is just to show off the extra racetracks, and I will have another extra video coming up afterwards to show off some various little details that I figure are worth showing off. But this is basically just a race video. Nothing to it, but, you know, enjoy. Also, that mountain, that Sega mountain, it always pops out and then pops back in. I don't know why that is. Really weird graphical glitch there. But anywho, folks, I'll see you in extra video number 2. Toodles.